which could be good actually. But they've got, annoyingly, they've got nothing to exile. I still think we do it just to gain some life. The fact we can't get rid of anything with that is just utterly gross. Welcome. Today's deck is Golbez, a very interesting and cool artifact commander inspired by one of my biggest donators, Red Hawk. So thank you so much for donating. So I took his deck list and I basically amended it to suit my needs and what the hell is happening in the bracket right now. Basically, I'm playing on a Saturday, which is potentially the worst day to play because that's when all the powerful decks are out. So I just kept finding myself facing the most ridiculously overpowered decks. And the original build here had some really crazy things like the One Ring, Mana Drain, and loads of counter spells. So by taking those out, you actually reduce the power level of the deck. And by doing that, you actually face a few nicer decks. I'm not saying they're all going to be nicer, but yeah, it just reduces the overall power level slightly, and it just felt a bit better. So yeah, sorry that I had to change it so much. It's quite a common occurrence. People give me a list they want me to use, but I just had to change it. Anyway, Golbez wants you to have lots of artifacts on the field and a few artifact creatures in the graveyard as well. And whenever an artifact comes in, you surveil one, so you put it in the bin, or you choose to leave it on top. When you have 4 or more, you can return a card from your graveyard to your hand. Now, weirdly, it says creature card. It doesn't actually care if it's an artifact or not. So you could have more reanimation targets if you want, but then if you have 8 or more artifacts, each opponent loses life equal to the card's power. So it's really a bit of a weird toss-up between having to have artifact creatures that want to be in the graveyard, but this is a predominantly artifact build, and there's lots of cool things. The finishers you'll all love: Cityscape, Leveler, Ugin's even in here, Meteor Golem, Jinga Taxes to double all your artifacts, the other Ugin, Chimil, and Tezzeret to drain people. I recently found a very cool card, Haunt the Network, so choose a target opponent, a bit of a weird phraseology here to start with. You then get 2 Thopters, and then your opponent loses X, you gain X, X the number of artifacts you control. This is a really powerful finisher. As you can see, we have a lot of artifacts in the deck. We have 29. So basically, spam the field with artifacts, pull stuff out of the graveyard if you manage to get in there, and, there's a few extra ways to put things in, like Overflowing Well and a few other things you'll see. But Cityscape Level, for instance, already has Unearth, so this is already going to work from the graveyard. So yeah, it's a very cool deck, very, very powerful if you get lucky. There is a lot of luck because early game Golbez doesn't really do much. It's late game where he is, gets to kick ass a bit. So let's get into the video. If you like it, like, subscribe. If you want to get your own deck video looked at, then please check out my Patreon. It's the best way to support me, and the details are in the description box below. Okay, cool. We're going to have a mirror match. Let's get this out of the way. And blue. And then if they fetch, well, they'll be in for a lovely surprise. What the hell? Why are they looking at my land? What the hell? That's strange. What were they going to do on turn 0? That's very strange. What the hell? That is so sus. Normally people look in their hand when they've actually got like stuff to do, but that is literally nuts. They're going to sacrifice. I was going to say, they're going to sacrifice this to kill mine then. Palantir, lovely. Okay. Getting the Palantir out is juicy because we've got the Reanimate as well. So even if they put one of our things in the graveyard, we can get it back. We might as well smack in for one as well. This is the first mirror I've seen in playing and testing. It's kind of crazy. I don't want either of those. I want something. I want either a land or a big creature or something. They were willing to take that risk, and they risked well because that's the land that we needed. Mock Samba, we have one of those in our deck. But where is ours? So if they put stuff in their graveyard, we can reanimate too. We can reanimate theirs. Spark Double. That's a creature. We can get 2 Golbezes. We've got 3 artifacts already. Damn, that's quick. Mystic Forge. Let's just get the spark double before they do, I guess. They're gonna counter this. Oh, it's a rubbish art one. So we've used our reanimate now. Oof. I mean, either way, if they're Miller Chrome Mox, they're not going to take anything. So it's kind of like, you might as well risk it. Oh, we get a land. Okay. We've got some... I don't know. I'm a bit skeptical about these things. Grim Tutor. They're going to get any card. Which artwork is better? Well, obviously, I think that the portrait art is pretty awesome, but this is not too bad either. Giving me Garland vibes. The fact they've got the alternate art as well means they must be a big fan of the art too, so... Ancient Tomb. Mystical Forge. Do they have a counter for this, potentially? 2 Surveils? Okay, so we can maybe put an artifact to the top. That's cool. And a land. We've got a land in hand here. Tezzeret. Tezzeret ain't going to be... I'm not excited about the Tezzeret. There's a talisman on top. Okay, 2 technical decks just being silly. Just a couple of artifact lovers, you know what I'm saying? Just a couple of artifact lovers doing silly things. And they let me draw at that time. The logic is interesting. Ooh. Well, it's a Citadel. No, that's what we want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God damn it. Oh, that's so annoying. Because we want to do that. God damn it. It's literally matched. The algorithm matchmaker is so literal, you know. So they're copying the Palantir. There. So we're both just going to have... Everything's going to be the same. Did they hit a land on top? So now we've both got Palantir. Do we just do the courteous thing and... 2 on the top? I'm just going to let him draw. I'm scared. I'm scared. Bitter Triumph. Nothing's too scary just yet. I want to have an artifact on top. Land. God damn it. Need a way to kill their Citadel. And yes, I do need lands, but... Full Steel Heart, okay. Maybe we can kill them with Haunt the Network if we just flood the field. Why are they doing that? Do they legit have just a counter on top? I don't know. So we're going a lot of different directions here. We're getting value from playing artifacts. We're putting stuff into the graveyard. Blue. Surveil more lands into the graveyard, I suppose. Especially tap ones. We've got 6 lands. We can play the Citadel already. Mox Amber on the top. Wow, that was lucky. I'd love to resolve this because the Consign to Memory can save us against if they go for the sack 10. Fatal push as well. Bloody hell. That's kind of nice. I think I'm happy to leave that on top, you know, because I'm happy to kill theirs. But then we don't have the mana for it anyway. So I'd literally change my mind within a split second there. And Tezzeret the Schemer. Wow, just basically milling ourselves here. We might as well swing in, because even doing a 1 damage might make a difference versus the Citadel there. Okay. And do we really just not have a single... Lands again. Bloody hell. Give me something exciting. I wonder if we can kill them with this. That would be pretty awesome if we could. Oh my god. And a big Tezzeret. Ugin. Okay, that might be important if we can counter that ability to kill one of our things. Schimmel. They're at 6. Holy crap. Okay, so they just put that into their graveyard. That's interesting. Do they have a way to reanimate this? I'm a bit scared now because they've gone to 6. Tezzeret. So you can untap something, put some counters on stuff. Again, I'm still not that worried yet. I mean, the fact they are sacrificing their artifacts. I guess that was to get that card off the top. And they're going to do it again by searching for something else. For now. But yeah, if I can resolve Haunt the Network or Tezzeret, we can win the game. But the issue is now, they're probably going to have a lot of counter magic. They've gotten themselves a Chrome Mox. How much more stuff can they play off the top without killing themselves, though? End stone, so they're going to go up to half their life. Jesus. Cyclonic Rift goes in the bin. Wow. They are just going off now. I suppose the only scary part is, as well, if they get Aetherflux Reservoir.
Soon you will grovel.
They put away a Jingataxia's Court Auger. Okay. 68. They've now got fewer cards than we have, which is crazy. Endstone. Wowzers. Cloud Key. We're getting basically near the point where if we give them a turn, we will just lose. And yeah, their field looks a lot more impressive than ours, unfortunately.
My will is my own.
Jesus, man. How many 0 mana cards off the top are there? I suppose, is it because the Ugin makes them all cost 2 less from the top? I guess that's how that works. Yeah, so I guess the Cloud Key. As it enters, choose. God damn it.
Soon you will grovel.
What creature do they have? They don't even have a creature to return. How would they play? I guess that cost 1 blue, right? But where did that... Oh, that mana came from the Mox.
All too easy.
Jet Medallion. Beginning of your end step. God damn it. God damn it.
Mana still obeys me here.
Ghost Vacuum. So what exactly... Are they basically searching for all their mana reducers? And then they get Aetherflux Reservoir and then they win? Own. So we're basically sitting through the longest sequence of cards ever. Oh boy. Subtlety. When it enters, they're going to put something where it doesn't belong. Okay. Which are they going to choose? Wait, so they didn't do the trigger? That's 4 damage. Are they trying to do the Citadel with the Golbez? Oh no, that's only going to be 13. We're at 15. I think that's why they did that. But they don't realise we have a counter-triggered ability. So we can counter the Golbez ability. They're going to use the Citadel. Yeah. But then they're not going to have counter, triggered ability, or colorless spell. Triggered ability. Okay, so we're going to get to 5. Right, but now they don't have the artifacts. Did they just absolutely screw that up? I think they were were they really that desperate to win that turn? What about my field made them think they had to win that turn? Yeah, I guess they're trying to OTK me. Oh, returning the thought. Okay, that's still only 2 damage. I can kind of see the pattern because that's what I've already predicted. 8 artifacts, return a creature. Then if you have 8 artifacts, each one loses equal to the power. But there was only... There's only going to be 3. So I'd still be at 2. And then my turn would have... I don't know. I actually don't think I could have killed them because they would have been at, what, 12 life? Rounded up, so 13 life. So let's say we played Tezzeret. 7 artifacts. So we would have dealt 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it would have been 2 off. That was a very unusual turn from our opponent. They had literally everything. I think they completely messed up. They could have just waited to gain all their life at the end and just waited one more turn. That was very strange. Facing an Ulamog player. Okay, so essentially if they play the Ulamog, the chances of our survival are incredibly low because it will just mill us for half and then it's going to get Annihilator huge, you know? So let's get a start. If we can get into the Citadel, the chances of us winning improve significantly. If we can't get into the Citadel, then we will be in some trouble. Artifact lands are nice here because they let you just surveil stuff away. And eventually, the more you surveil, it's like drawing into the card you want. So, ooh, repurposing Bay, I'll take that. Oh no, wait, that milled that, and then it. Oh god, when it enters mill 2, then draw 2. I read the wording wrong. Okay, fine. It is weird. Normally, the templating on a lot of cards says draw, then mill. You'll find. But on this card, it's inverted. I guess it reflects the flavour of the kind of waterfall, the water well. So, annoyingly, the flavour does actually make sense there. Let's go for the Psy. Now, how are we getting it to Citadel? Basically need lots and lots of mana. Add colours. Well, I'm glad we got rid of that. So if they play the Glaring Fleshraker next turn, luckily we do have the Tithing Blade to get rid of it. Regular Bankbuster, Spring Drum. Oh my goodness, so many things. But yeah, essentially we're just desperate to get the Everflowing Well, not Everflowing Well, sorry, get the Citadel out here. Skyclave Relic, bloody hell. And it gets them another mana source. That's crazy. And then they can sack that to get a Bankbuster. That's crazy as well. What on actual... Well, let's make them lose one of their guys. Please, I need some... I need some lands. Oh, okay, that's going to be pretty good if we can draw that somehow. So let's sack... no, let's sack these 2. Hopefully we draw into a land. Basically, we can play the Bow's Expertise. I think we must probably win, but the fact that we're not getting our 5th land is just awful here. 5, 6, 7, 8. A 2 off. Oh boy. I suppose if we find a board wipe, we could be okay. Sack this to get any land. Not sure what they're looking at. They could draw a card here. Kozalet's command. Oh, Jesus. That card is so broken, guys. The fact it just gives you all that mana. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. So they're going to play Ulamog next turn and we're just absolutely screwed. Oh, God. That's not fun, is it, guys? And they're just going to kill us with these as well. So, Talisman. Where is my 5th land? It's going to reanimate into this, I think. So lose even more life, but down to 8. Get another black source. My God. Some games you basically play and it's like, yeah, sure, the opponent's just going to have everything they need. And now the Citadel is just terrible because they've dealt all this damage to us in the meanwhile. Sack 2 permanents. Yeah, I see why they got rid of the thigh, because that would have given us permanents to sack. So they just get rid of one of those. Ulamog. We mill half our deck. Okay. Jeez, and we're just constantly going down and down and down. We're going to crew that as well. Absolutely nuts. As if they needed any more luck. Toxic Deluge. Basically, they've absolutely screwed us up here. Okay, well, make a treasure.
Your end is near.
Put that away. Use the expertise. We'll bounce, obviously, that. Yeah. And one of those. One of those. So sack these 2 permanents here. All we can really do is stall. And we do get to play a Deluge. So we could play a Deluge for x equals 1. Or x equals 2. And would that help? 6. I guess. So we kill all of their spawns. 6, 7, 8. So now they actually can't play the Ulamog, I think. Yeah. We've actually bought ourselves some time here. Which is kind of nuts. Because they will be able to play it again in the next turn. Oh, my heart is in my mouth. This is horrific. Does it have Death Touch? Well, no, it doesn't have Death Touch. But, I mean, the Strix can block it, but we're just not going to have enough blockers. We're at 4.
A valuable addition.
Damnation! Oh, so we need to draw that. So don't Zevel that away. Oh my God. Oh. And we'll just leave these guys back. What else do we die to? I don't know. We only have 34 cards in our deck. Okay. So then we'll have 17 left. Oh boy. So they can crew that if they want to. Or do they play that? Oh, they didn't want it. Oh, do we just use the grasp? We go down to 2, and then we lose 2 things. But we've got 17. They're going to keep playing Ulamog and halving our stuff each time. Or do we just use the Worm Invention? X equals 3. Grasp is kind of risky. This is very risky, guys. My goodness. 17 cards left. We're at 2. Oh my goodness. An Ugin. Is that colourful? No, it's not coloured.
The designs of an elder dragon. Secrets manifest.
Target artifact you control becomes bloody blah. So let's just make a treasure.
Ethereum will
Fine. That's going to get exiled anyway. How do we win? I don't think we can. They do annoyingly have 2 attackers, though. They've got the Guardian Idol and the Reckoner Bankbuster. So, but one of them needs to be crewed. So we could just straight up die to one of their regular guys. Their manly things. But we've got Ugin Ice Storms that can gain us some life. Which could be good, actually. But they've got... Annoyingly, they've got nothing to exile. I still think we do it just to gain some life. The fact we can't get rid of anything with that is just utterly gross.
belongs to the patient. Our goal.
So I think we go for the ultimate here, because they've only got 20 life, and I reckon we should be able to kill them with the ultimate.
Ether itself serves me.
13. Let's just add some life, just because I'm a bit scared. Eye of Vecna. So that will take us back down to 3. No triggers on that is just so sad.
Heed my counsel.
Surveilling stuff into the bin is probably not a good idea either. Mind Stone. Ooh. Oh, this is so sad. No triggers on one of the most broken cards ever.
Belongs to the patient.
11. Damnation. Were. Treasure. 5/5 Ethereum Cell attacker. A bit odd. And we also have an unblockable creeping tar pit. We can bring back Baleful Strix as well. That's kind of cool. So also, if we get 8 artifacts next turn, we can drain them for 4 on end step. I'm very intimidated. Can the Tezzeret, the Schemer Ultimate, help us here? When he attacks, put a blight counter on target land. Lose all abilities. Basically. And then you can... He can... Whenever you tap for colours, add initial colours. Okay, so it's basically double the mana. Exile half. Now, here's the thing. When you already have, like, barely any cards anyway, it's like, sure. They can't attack. If they gave this haste, then would be absolutely screwed. So I think the only way out of this now... Whenever creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it counters on it... Oh, it's the Ozolith. Okay. Oh my god. So basically we just have to win with overwhelming force here. We've got 5 cards left. I think we just draw with Minor Stone, because we're just going to die anyway, I think. Down to 4. Do we want to pay? No. 2 fetch land, you cheeky, cheeky boy. So if we don't win here, can we win in the following turn? Maybe we don't draw anything. So we can't even use that to destroy any of their things.
Truth lies beyond
This doesn't even
vision.
do anything. Although the bonus of Citadel would allow us to finish them off. With 2. So how do we... I think we add triple white.
Spend this mana wisely.
But then if we do that... Sorry, triple colours. Oh no, I think that'll be fine because of the Tezzeret the Schemer, which can give us a treasure. Stern Dismissal. That's 2 cards. So that could actually just help us bounce the Ulamog. So we'll leave that on top. We'll get ourselves a treasure. I'm very scared.
More power for me.
Fine. Play this. Do we die to any draw triggers? I don't think so. Need to get rid of one of their blockers. Yes, I'm sure. Sacrifice 2 permanents. So we'll sacrifice this because this just came in this turn. And Tezzeret's already been used. So we're not going to need that. Ulamog goes back to their hand. They're going to crew. God damn it. What about the other creature they had? They could crew. Oh, God, then it puts the counters on something else. Oh, that's a shame. Beginning of... Come on, your turn. Okay. Okay. Is this going to be enough? I don't really know. But we will see, guys. So, beginning of combat, we make one of our guys a 5/5. We'll let maths be for blockers, hey? And I think we just alpha. I haven't figured this out. Haven't done the maths. But they're going to want to block the 5 and the 5. Down to 3. We're down to 2. Ah, and the Citadel needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's so irritating. Basically, we can't do anything. Oh no, I think I've just killed myself doing that. Oh no, have I? Rounded up. Oh no, so basically they would have milled this, yeah. So if I get to full control, what can I do? Nothing. Oh, that's so sad. I feel like we just lost because of our Ugins didn't get to do anything. Is there anything I can do at instant speed? No, so I have to draw. Oh, that's so painful. What could I have done differently? I don't think I could. So my intention was to basically sack 10 things for the Citadel, non-land. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it wasn't going to be enough anyway. I was trying to play the Baleful Strix into play. Maybe I tapped wrong, maybe that, but then that would have drawn me a card anyway, so I would have lost either way. Yeah, it's so crazy that we lost at one life though, rather than um the mill. But they milled us so much for so many cards. Put that into our hand. How could I have done that extra 3 damage? I genuinely don't think I could have. Maybe if I had not, maybe earlier on, if I had used the damnation to get rid of everything rather than sacrifice 2 things, that would have potentially mattered. But then I would have lost 2 things anyway because I had 2 things out. But yeah, maybe there was a line there that I could have won. But maybe tell me in the comments below, guys, what line would that have been for me to have won the game? But yeah, it was a very, very cool game. Just, oh, painful. Painful that the Citadel didn't get me to do anything. Painful that the Ugin couldn't do anything, really. And this Ugin. That is so unlucky. But, oh well.